Hi, welcome to the Reef Book Reviews channel, otherwise known as An Old Guy Reviews the book that he's read this week. So what's the old guy read this week? Well, the book I've read this week is this one. It's called Hope Rises by author David Baldacci. Released as a hardback by Macmillan here in the UK on the 9th of April 2026. You can see probably by the strapline underneath the title it says Revenge is a dish best served cold, which sort of gives you the theme of the book. This book is the second book in the Walter Nash series. The first one was called Nash Falls. The second one, as you can see from the front, is called Hope Rises. Why is that, I hear you say? Well, after turning informant for the FBI against a global crime empire headed up by a lady called Victoria Steers, Walter Nash has basically lost everything. His daughter's died, and he's transformed himself. He's gone from a quiet, innocuous businessman to a guy that's a bit lethal. He now calls himself Dillon Hope, hence the title Hope Rises. Dillon Hope is totally different to Walter Nash. Dillon's strong, fit, knows how to handle himself. He's got a job as a bodyguard to his old boss, a boss called Rhett Temple. Story kicks off where Dillon Hope, stroke Walter Nash, and his boss Rhett are off to meet an intermediary in Hong Kong for someone they believe to be a representative of the global crime boss, Victoria Steers. And sure enough, they are. And the story opens with Steers basically telling Dillon, stroke Walter, and Rhett that they need to do a job for her, or else, they can forget about carrying on breathing. And that job involves rescuing her mother, checking her name, Masuyo, from a prison in Myanmar. It's an independent prison run by a shadowy international crime figure. And their task is to, with help from mercenaries in Myanmar, is to get her free and bring her back to Hong Kong, where Steers is based. So that's the start of the story. And once that part is concluded, we carry on with Dillon actually ended up working for Victoria Steers. He hopes that by getting close to her, he can gain revenge for the death of his daughter and find out finally that justice will be served. So the tale effectively is almost like a Stockholm syndrome. It's where Dillon stroke Walter is beginning to realise that maybe Victoria's not all she's made out to be, and maybe her mother is a lot worse. Victoria, he finds out, is a bit of an artist. She also likes gardening. And there's he's got this dilemma where he wants to exact revenge for the way he's been wronged, but he also sees another side of Victoria that other people don't see. And thus, that's the premise of the tale. There are lots of other people involved. There are the usual three-letter agencies in the US. There are foreign governments. And it's a good plot. It's a very good plot. It's got believable characters. You're rooting for Walter stroke Dillon. Builds to a nice climax at the end. The only thing if I was being hypercritical, I'd say, I know this is fiction, but the ending seemed a little bit predictable, and there was a little bit of the ending that was a little bit far-fetched. It's like, these agencies have these powers to do these things, and things aren't quite what they seem. So I don't know. I enjoyed it. It's a reasonable read. It's 416 pages. The actual tale is 416 pages. There's the start of Nash Falls at the back for those who haven't read that, which, full transparency includes me. So it was a reasonable tale. Baldacci very rarely puts out a bad book. So it's an enjoyable read. I just felt he was a little bit off the mark on this one with the ending, where it was a little bit far-fetched. But that's a minor critique. If you like Baldacci books, you won't be too disappointed in this. As I said, good characters, good twists, good plot. Nothing apart from that minor criticism of the ending. Nothing not to like. So I think that's it for this week's brief book review. Thanks for watching. 10:10. Till we do it again. Bye.